Hey there, and welcome back to the Sunday Cook. Has this ever happened to you?
Sometimes I get home and I don't know what to cook. You just have to rummage.
Not every meal can be planned, and sometimes it's just about rummaging, or how I call it, cooking off the cuff. And that's exactly what I'm about to do. So I found in my refrigerator some ingredients that just needed using. So I've got some pork, steaks, some polenta in a block, one lemon, a little bit of chili powder, some shallots, actually just the one garlic, the lemon. The other ones I had to throw away. So I start off by chopping up my garlic. I use a lot of garlic in my cooking, in case you haven't noticed. I just love it. It just adds a lot of flavor to everything. And I'm not quite sure what I'm making. I'm just going with the flow, with whatever my instincts is telling me. So I've just finished doing that. I'm going to add the only herb I actually had in the refrigerator, which happened to be rosemary. So I'm just going to finely chop that. Once I've done that, just continue chopping it on my board until it's nice and fine. I'm going to add the chili flakes, give this a little bit of heat. And I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make a little bit of a marinade. Lemon, rosemary, garlic, chili flakes, that seems to, go together well. So I'm just adding that to the meat. And then to that, I'm just going to a couple turns of sea salt and black pepper, followed by some good virgin oil, olive oil, and the juice and zest of one lemon. So I'm zesting, and then I'm going to add my lemon juice. Give it a good squeeze, get all that juice out. And actually the lemon juice will help tenderize the pork. I call these pork steaks. I'm sure they have a different name for it. Give my board a little bit of a wipe, and then it's the shallots next. So after peeling, I'm just going to finely dice them into small dice. And that's going to be the base of my sauce. I'm thinking, that's going to be the base of my sauce. So I'm thinking I'm going to get the pan nice and hot, and then I'm going to brown my meat. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. The next thing is, I forgot to show you earlier, but I had 2 corns on the cob. Dwayne loves corn on the cobs.
Financial controller.
Oh, sorry, there I am having a conversation with him. And I'm just adding part of the garlic and chili and rosemary mixture. I'm just adding a few shakes of smoked paprika, and then I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil, just a little drizzle, and then I'm gonna pop it in the oven. So in my pan, I'm gonna bring it nice and hot. Ooh, hear that sizzle? I love that sound. So what you want to do is not do what I've just done and a lot of shaking about. You want to let it cook nicely, let it form a crust on its exterior, and you see all those brown bits? That's good. So you want to get that because that's going to flavor your sauce. I've just added a whole clove of garlic to a saucepan full of milk where I'm going to add and break up my block polenta. Of course, you can use the dried polenta. It's the same, pretty much. This one just happens to be congealed into a block. But if you were just to use the dried polenta, all you need to do is you just need to bring your milk to a boil and then add your polenta and give it a good stir. I went rummaging again, and I remembered that I had some chicken stock cubes that I made from an earlier episode. Check out my video on how to make your own chicken stock. So I've added it to the pan where I cook the meat, and I've deglazed the pan, meaning that I've lifted off all of the brown bits and by scraping the bottom. And then I've just added a drop of a little, like a heaped teaspoon of Dijon mustard. So that's my polenta. Now the polenta isn't served that way. I'm just gonna flavor it first. So I've got some leftover Parmesan cheese, and I also added some pecorino. I allowed it to come up to a boil, and then with my handheld blender, I'm just blending it, because basically what you want to have is this really unctuous and smooth. Look at that. Yeah. So that's the consistency you need to achieve. And it's kind of like a substitute to mashed potatoes. It's really tasty. Make sure you salt and pepper it to your desired taste. And now to plate. So yes, that's nice and smooth. So yeah, just plate it however way you want it. I mean, this dish is really rustic. Like I said, I didn't plan anything. I came home, I didn't really know what I had in the refrigerator. I know, my bad. And I just pulled out all the things that needed to be used that day, because otherwise they'll just go off and then they'll end up in the bin, and that's just a waste of money. And London's very expensive, so you don't want to waste money. So yeah, so I've just used whatever I had in the refrigerator, and it's a good habit to get into, because often I think we can get stuck in the routine of finishing work, going to the supermarket after work, buying some ingredients, using part of them, and then they get forgotten in the back of your refrigerator, and then you end up wasting a lot more money when you could have used, or you could have, you know, use your ingredients wisely and use whatever you have already. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Sunday Cook. If you enjoyed it, I know it's not Sunday, and I know it's been a long time since I've posted a video on this, but bear with me. I am still learning, and I'm still trying to get to grips with the whole YouTube situation and how to make the best videos I possibly can on my little iPhone 7. I hope you like it. If you don't, well, if you do like it, then hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm working on my next series, so I'm hoping to come up with some really cool little culinary adventures. If there's particular topics that you'd like me to cover or you'd like a video on, I'm always open to suggestions. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram page, and for the full recipes, you'll be able to find that on my Facebook page. I'll put the link in the comment box below so that you can find me, or you can find the Sunday Cook rather easily. Alright, take care, guys, and see you soon!